Hi guys, welcome to class. So let's discuss airborne diseases. So I've gone to food, water, then airborne disease. Yeah, airborne. So airborne disease, I think a smart student will be able to tell me that this means that, so airborne diseases. So airborne disease, these occurs as a result of, these occurs due to the inhalation of disease pathogens suspended in the air. So the inhalation of disease pathogens suspended in the air, is what comes about what brings about airborne diseases. So that's what brings about airborne diseases. Now, so which disease pathogens usually get suspended in the air? If you are saying fungi, you are actually correct. Because like I said, fungi has the ability to form billions of molds, which should then be suspended in the air as air particles. They move in the air as air particles, and they have the ability to survive for a certain duration of time. The same thing with viruses too. Viruses too follow the same pattern. If somebody has viral infections, if the person should sneeze, the person should cough, there's something we call respiratory droplets. So those droplets stay suspended in the air. You understand? And they can survive for a short period of time. And if during that period of time, you tend to inhale it. And that's the reason why she tried to stay, like in this coronavirus now, that's why they say 2 feet, at least 2 feet away from somebody is recommended. Because that distance is you're trying to protect yourself. Because if the person should sneeze, so about 1/5 around that person, you have those respiratory droplets still suspended in the air. Like I said, though they survive for a short period of time, short duration, so depending on the duration, the more the pathogenesis. So they survive for a short period of time. Now, if you are unlucky, you happen to be within that circumference of focus or within that area of focus where these respiratory droplets are so dense and they are just suspended, if you manage to take a deep breath at that point in time, you have just been infected. Congratulations, you have just been infected. That's the reason why you should try to stay a distance so that you protect yourself, so that if you stay a distance, number one, you are away from the area of focus, and of course, over time, the droplets their lifespan will fizzle out, and they will just fizzle out. They don't remain suspended again. So that means you have protected yourself. So viruses, fungi, those are two major pathogens that you will see suspended in the air. And if you inhale the spores of fungi, of course, you will definitely come down with, most especially, lung infections. The same thing with viruses as well. It's the same thing that will happen. So both those two pathogens, they come into the body via the respiratory tract. So diseases such as common cold, they are airborne diseases. Even pneumonia, the community type pneumonia, airborne diseases. Talk about tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is also airborne. Those respiratory droplets. And right up there, you could add whooping cough. So all these are very good examples of airborne diseases. The common cold, the flu, pneumonia, tuberculosis, whooping cough, all of them, they are right up there with the airborne disease. And also fungi, even like candida too. That's candida infections can also be classified as an airborne disease, because those candida spores, when you inhale them, you could also come down with those infections. If I say histoplasma capsulatum that causes that histoplasmosis, one of the means of route of transmission is inhalation of the conidia spores. So when you inhale those conidia spores into your system, you come down with histoplasmosis. So those are airborne diseases. See you in the next class.